Welcome everyone, hopefully I'm live. I'll be getting things happening very soon. Let me know if you can hear me. Just trying to get the chat where I can see it. Just listening to some chill Minecraft music in the background at the moment. Hello Soap! Welcome. And Catsmith, welcome. Excellent. Sorry I'm a little bit late everyone. Just had a few issues with getting the thumbnail to actually save. I need to change the way I'm doing those because the website I'm using is a little bit rubbish, to be honest. So, alright, get some things changed in the options. Just get my video settings the way I like them, and then I'll try and bring up the video and hopefully not crash Minecraft. As we know, that's something that tends to happen on these streams. Awesome, great, glad you can hear me. How are the levels? Everything okay with the audio, and is the game audio, the music in the background okay? Alright. Before I get the game up, I will just do a couple of spruiks. I can see a couple of the regulars are here. Good to see you, Soap and Kurt Smith. Hopefully we'll get some more people. And I will just get the URL copied. Alright. One sec. The option, no, it doesn't look like I can readily do this straight to Discord from YouTube. That'd be lovely if that was in place. Just chuck a few Discord messages out there and I will get started shortly. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Levels seem good, that's good to hear. Alright. Excited for some packages to arrive, Catsmith. That's good to hear. Always fun. Okay, where are we? It's really hard to find things in the new layout, especially from admin side of things on Mog's Discord. So I'll just find the correct thread for this one. Yeah, I like the background. It's actually from My Social Space. It's one of their freebies. Quite a nice one. They've got a bunch of different things in the background, so figured I'd just use that one. There's a few different themes. There's a night one and I think it's like a pink one, Minecraft theme as well. So work my way up with points on their Discord to get that unlocked. I'll probably pay for the premium one, the animated one eventually. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay. Got a bit of a break in the music. We'll get started shortly. I'm just trying to get things typed up. I've just had... Oh, there we go. Got a new track. Just had a bit more happening today than I expected, so I'm not quite as prepared as usual. Okay. Really need to type these things up ahead of time, but that's okay. Alright. Better Minecraft. Yes, I've tried that. I find it very, very frustrating, to be honest. It's cool, but yeah, could use a bit more balance, I think is the best way to describe it. Alright, one sec. I'll just make sure I am set to streaming properly on Discord. Status, where are we? I think it shows me streaming. It does, awesome. Okay, so it's going to try and get some points from a Discord by actually being live. Alright, won't be too much longer, guys, just trying to get the socials out there. As you know, if you've tried to do any YouTube stuff, you really need to be automating these things somehow, and I'm just no good at that, so manually spruiking myself everywhere. Alright, where are we? That's the one I'm looking for. Hello, Oni. Good to see you. Welcome. Okay, just getting a few more ads out there onto various Discords, and then I'll get started. Where are we? One last place I'm looking for things, just can't find it at the moment. Where are we? Approved content, that's the one on Josh's Discord. Okay. Alright, let's get started. Hopefully we won't lose Minecraft as soon as I switch over to the game, but let's give it a go. Any luck, we should have the game coming up in a moment. Or not. Okay, let's try. Yeah, we've got no video, do we? Let's try switching that over. There we go. Okay. Awesome. So far, things are going well. Let's hope it continues that way. Alright. So, since the last stream, if you've read the description or whether you haven't, I have traded with my villagers to get myself some basic diamond armour. I have built a platform to try and catch some sand, and I've built a rail line across to the new village. So, I've tried moving villagers with boats, and I've tried moving villagers with minecarts. And I'm not advanced enough yet. I'm not far enough through the game to actually go to the point of doing the whatchamacallit, doing the ice and boats across the top of the Nether, which was a suggestion someone made, which I'd love to be able to do that, but I don't have enough ice, so I don't even have a second Nether portal yet. So we're going to try and fix some of those things today. So these guys are fine, they're staying where they are. But what we're looking at today is which of these? No, we don't want to do that. Okay, Which of these, if we go back into the right part of the inventory, is the fastest way? Can I turn this off? I've turned it on, I can't remember how to turn it off again. There we go, I. Okay, which of these is the fastest way to move villagers in Skyflat? Is it minecarts? Is it boats? Or, and forget me. Forget that I'm left-handed, that's right, Ollie. Stop me if you've heard this before, or don't, but what about both? I've always found that in the early game, the quickest way to move your villagers around is not minecarts and not boats, but both. It's really cheap too if you do it right. Let me show you. So I've got a little bit of infrastructure set up here already. I always love doing this. I've got one of these set up already, but watch this. If I can get it to work. Let's try jumping in this one. Nope, doesn't want to work. But when it works, it's hilarious. You'll notice I'm rowing the boat and I'm going backwards. Let's see if we can get this happening for this guy. Might have to move the boat along a bit. Now this is where it gets dicey, and I did die a bit practicing this, but I managed to get past. So, let's try this again. Doesn't want to work. Okay. When it works, it's hilarious, but it doesn't want to work. Hey, there we go. Off he goes. Bye. And let's follow. This is much better to watch in F5 mode, so let's do that. Let me just... There we go. Off we go. There he is in front of us. Rowing ourselves down the minecart. Down the minecart shaft. Let's see, can we turn a little bit? And yeah, there we go. That makes it faster. And something quite fun. You don't get hurt when you go through a fence in a minecart. Alright, that was fun. Now, as you might have guessed, that's not my first time doing that on this world, because here's one I prepared earlier. So, back to the new village. Oh yeah, this is so these guys don't get out as well. Alright. Now of course, if I leave this here, mobs can get in. So we are going to change that up to a button in a little bit. In the meantime, see how we're going with the stream. One sec while I'll go back here and I'll just go F3 and P so you guys don't lose my video when I switch. I'll just have a quick look over here, see how the stream is going. How's the stream health looking? I seem to have finally figured out most of the bugs here. So I've got four views, one concurrent viewer, so only one of you apparently watching, but judging by the chat, that's not the case, so that's always good. Let me just go back to OBS and bring up the chat where I can see it. And back to the game. Alright. So yeah, lots of fun. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do today, to cross things off and make this interesting for the beginning of the stream, other than the starting soon stuff, which I'll probably edit out later. I've got this little platform here that I've had some fun building. So, falling sand is quite satisfying, right? What could be more satisfying than doing a whole bunch of it at once? Now there's a gap over here, so we're not going to get all of this, but we are going to get a couple of big patches at once, so this will be fun to watch. OBS does have far too many buttons, I agree. But I've managed to get the hang of it. Oh yeah, just ignore that. So one of the things I want to look at, which I haven't planned for today, but I'm going to have a bit of a play with anyway, is getting some sort of automatic cobble gen together. Now, I've never built one of these before, so that's going to be fun. Alright, so, are we ready? Do you guys want to see some falling sand? Should we do this with a torch? Or should we just try and mine one? What do you reckon? You can never get your mic to work on it. Hit me up in DMs, Oni. I can probably help you with that. Alright. Let's see. Now I can just walk across this, which is fun. But the moment there's a block update, that's all going to fall. You can even jump on it, see? It's just Minecraft physics for you. Alright, so next step. Let's see if I've got some coal over here to make a torch with. Also done some filling in of gaps here. Got myself a slightly better farming situation over here. Let's just fix that up. For those that don't know, if you're actually using traditional farming and not automated farming, probably one of the most effective ways to grow your crops is actually to grow them in adjacent rows. It's actually coded into Minecraft that makes it they grow faster if you do that. Little known fact. I take advantage of it whenever I can. Alright, mine it with my fist for dramatic effect. Okay. Alright, let's give it up. We're gonna have to sleep before we do this, because I do not want to have to deal with mobs right now. Now this is a slime chunk as well, so this is going to be interesting to see what happens. Excuse me? I'm sorry? That just felt like an invasion of your personal space. Right, moving on. 9 by 9 with water in the center. That sounds like a great idea. Let's do that. First, let's not fall off the edge. And here we go. Oh, do we want to start in the... Let's start in the corner. Start in one of those little kinky bits. That came out wrong. Okay. Ready? Yep, there we go. Whoa, look at that. That was satisfying. Alright. Now, I think we've got one piece of dirt here. Now, one thing I didn't think about. How do I get back up? I mean, I could always mine this piece of dirt and just step back up. But, you know, it sounded cooler in my head. Alright, so where did that other one go? Did that actually... Oh, that one dropped. Alright. Oh, there we go. That's how I can get back up and go down here. Now, do we want to watch the next one from underneath? It's not going to be as big. We'll just do a little one. Alright, so that's a little one. And this one over here is going to be another big one. That one's just a little one. What if... here's an idea. What if I stick this one next to it? Nothing. Huh. Put a boat on it and hop... Oh, I love it. I love it. That is brilliant. Let's do that. Okay, so... Let's grab my shovel. Oh, by the way, I've also traded my way up to better tools in general. So... Got an efficiency 4 diamond shovel, because anything higher is a waste. No matter what certain other YouTubers say. Yes, I know you get the bragging rights for saying I've got efficiency 5 everything, but there's no benefit to make an efficiency 5 shovel over efficiency 4. Alright. Let's place the boat on... Oh, we've got one more little one here, so let's test that here. Okay. That was slightly underwhelming. Okay, what about... Okay, that worked. But, again, slightly underwhelming because of the size. Alright, so... We can try the boat, but I don't think it's going to do much. Alright. Let's just jump back up here. So yeah, we're going to have lots of sand, so we can make some TNT, but I do want to use a TNT juber, so let's try a boat on this side. Now just double check that it's actually, yep, our platform does extend under here, just want to make sure. I've already had one or two boat incidents where things didn't go as planned. Efficiency 255, yeah, no benefit to a 255 efficiency shovel. Yeah, I don't think that's doing much. I think it counts the same as walking on it. What about if we do this? No, we're not going to be in it properly. Okay. Whoa! I don't think that had the effect you thought it would. Oh, that's not good. Ouch. Yeah, I'm not listening to you, honey. I'm not taking your suggestions again. That was a horrible idea. The boat incident of 23. Yeah. Like the bite of 83. Or was it E6? Even FNAF can't seem to keep that look consistent. Alright, so one thing I did want to do here is actually grab that bit of dirt, because dirt is pretty hard to come by. Until we get access to gravel in the nether, which we can do. But also making sure we've got platforms like this to catch the dirt is pretty important. Alright, so it's a bunch of sand. But there's also a slime chunk here, so I think what we'll do is we'll change this back to bottom slabs in a little bit, just to stop the slimes from spawning. Let's just double check the slime chunk. Yep, so right here. Although they won't spawn in a too high gap here, they will spawn on top if it's not path. So there's actually two adjacent. There's a lot of slime chunks here. Yuck. I'm glad I didn't start in this village. Although, you know, the ruined portal's pretty cool, but that wouldn't have been there in 1.17 anyway. Okay. 87 and 83. There are 2 bites, yes. There are penguins. You mean in Better Minecraft? Because there certainly aren't any penguins here. Alright, so turn off the slime chunks and turn them on again, and ew. Yeah, that is horrible. Let's have a look at that from up above. Free cam moment. 3 adjacent slime chunks in the middle of a village. Lovely. Not too bad over here though. There's one there, and one over here. Oh yeah, there's some mineshaft over there. Unfortunately, no minecarts though. Alright, and that's the original path I had, which now fits a horse. Yeah, slime proofing does really ruin the aesthetic of builds, I agree, but unfortunately it's necessary when you're in Superflat or variants thereof. So I tend to just leave, especially since Skyflat basically only gives you the dirt that's in the paths anyway, I tend to just leave the paths as much as possible and just have like 1 or 2 little patches of grass in the slime chunks and try and build anything that needs to not be slimed, not in a slime chunk basically. So I haven't cleaned up these fences, these farms yet obviously, and I've got some nice void water there, but we'll get to that later. Alright, so hey, this looks like it could be a 9x9 quite easily. It's already got some water here too. So if we switch that out, that could be the start of a good cobble farm. Alright, so as I said, never built a proper cobble farm in Superflat. I just generally AFK at a basic one like I've got already. So I do have one of those set up already just over here, but I don't have an automatic one. So this one is pretty basic, doesn't even have a hopper underneath, but it does take advantage of the 1.19 mechanic where you can waterlog leaves. I do love that. So, you know, we could just F3 and T to, oops, to auto mine if I wanted to, but don't really feel like just letting you guys sit there and watch me AFK mine, because the whole point of streaming is that I'm actually here. Alright, so this is also a bit dicey. I need some fences or something there. Widen it up with slabs, something like that. So let's do a bit of Fred proofing. Let's go one more. We've got 18 slabs and Fred proof this a bit. Because as we know, this is Skyflat. So it was actually a name suggested based on the one stream that, well, the two streams that Mog did, where he basically generated a super flat world with no dirt and no bedrock. I thought, let's see what else we can do with this, because that was a little bit too hard. So my solution is 1 layer of sand and 3 layers of air, generated 1.17. And then, there's a slime on the roof over there, obviously slime chunk. And yeah, what happens is it gets super laggy at the beginning, but you end up with things like this, which is pretty damn cool. Okay, so where's the F in Superflat come from anyway? Lonnie? I don't understand that. Superflat? Really? Oh, you've cracked me up, honey. I love it. Thank you. That's made my day. Alright. Right. Getting dark. Let's sleep again. I said sleep. Come on. Look, it's night. Alrighty. Oh, by the way, if you haven't already, please like the stream. It gives me a bit more visibility, and hopefully more people will turn up. You know, I love that you guys do turn up regularly. It's wonderful to see you all. Well, mainly Catsmith, but Soap, you turn up pretty regularly too. And Oni, I'm glad to see you here. I know that as an Aussie streamer, it's hard to get people to watch streams at a time of day that's reasonable for the person streaming. So, yes, can access to sand without duping, which is pretty awesome. But usually it's 1 or 2 chunks at a time. So it's only where the sand has not had a block update. So usually what happens is, and what happened on the first episode is, I generated the world, spawned near a village, just had time to make sure I was actually on the path, and then of course there was a block update from, I think it was the church, because I'll show you what the churches look like. He says, and walks the opposite direction to the church. Alright, so this is how your churches turn out. A little bit on the useless side, without adding things to them. So you lose the door, because churches, for some unfathomable reason, just spawn directly onto grass at the front. So this bit here is grass normally, and under here as well. I mean, it's easy enough to fix. You just put a couple of blocks in, and a door, obviously. But yeah, for some reason, that's the block update that usually causes Superflat, well, Skyflat, to lose its sand layer pretty much instantly as soon as a villager opens the door, which, you know, happens quite regularly. Alright, so let's so you only just noticed the typo and you're wondering what I was laughing at, were you? So what? I didn't say anything that funny. Oh. Thanks, Soap. Good to see you. thanks for coming by. I know it's not the best timing for people in the US, but I try and be at least reasonable with my timing so that people can catch the start of a stream if they're not in Australia. Let's see, we'll just follow that over. Yeah, that looks good. Let's just fix the floor on this one. So yeah, and of course, the church is still usable after that. You just need to put a door in there. So I've got lots of trees over here as well, so I kind of got a manual tree farm going. And I need to eat. Oh yeah, I've got golden carrots now too. So what I need over here is, I was going to say sheep, but I mean realistically I've got a string farm and I've got plenty of string on me. I've still got wool in fact, so I can just make some more beds. I need a village breeder on this end. So I don't particularly want to send villagers across that gap all the time, fun as it was. So a bit of a tree farm over here. And let's just plant another. Oh, I don't have any saplings, probably because I died a few times. Happens occasionally. Alright. So yeah, I filled in these spots of dirt were already here. I just filled in the slabs around them to make a reasonable place to farm some trees. Alright. Fill that in. Get this last couple of trees. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, now for anybody watching the replay later on, or if anybody is joining but not actively typing, or you're just listening in the background so YouTube doesn't recognise you as actually viewing, if you're not subscribed and you're enjoying what you see, please feel free to subscribe. I do want to make a return to edited content soon, but in the meantime, if the content I've got is all live streams on a 2-weekly basis. I would say fortnightly, but that gives the wrong connotation. I don't play that game. Alright, and this is what I meant about the slime chunks. Alright. I mean, it makes them more manageable. They immediately fall down into a pit. I mean, I could make a slime farm, because I generally have managed my slime chunks to the extent that slimes pretty much just fall off into the void. So, I mean, that's a thought. It's not like I have a shortage of iron for the iron golems, or no access to magma cubes, or magma blocks I should say, for the magma. Wandering Trader spawn. Yes, I'm waiting for Wandering Trader spawn as well. I haven't got dripstone yet, so I can't duplicate lava. I mean, I've got access to the nether, so it's not a big issue, but it would be nice to be able to... That's the reason I haven't made a coal farm yet as well. That's my excuse, other than, just haven't ever made an automatic one before. Let's see. So they're all replanted. I do have mangrove saplings, or I do back at the other village. In fact, let's just pop back to the other village for a sec, and I'll take the horse path so you can see what that's like. Now, is this the horse that can jump? This is the horse that can jump. Can only jump 2.5. Okay, the other horse is at the village already. Right, down the horse path. I mean, I could take the rails, but I remember Fish on one particular stream was talking about how my bridges were anxiety inducing. So yeah, not rocking the drip yet. That's right. But yeah, so this is actually 2 blocks wide now, at least, which means that you can safely ride a horse down it without feeling like you're going to fall off. I don't know how Ilmango manages it with his Skyblock well. I could not consistently run horses down bridges of this width, of in fact 1 block wide. So yeah, as you can see, got a nice parallel line going down over here now. I realised that the church was basically pretty much dead on to the edge of the village. This bridge is a safety hazard, but it was not as bad as the previous ones. If you haven't seen some of the other streams, then you wouldn't know about those. Now that was a bit of a safety hazard too, but I knew what I was doing there. So I've got some bees in bee enclosures here. Now I don't have a lead on me, but I think I've got some in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, for those that haven't seen the string duper, oh wait, that's not tied to the same. Let's fix that. You over here, sir. Let's try that again. You over here. And you, we'll tie you to this end. Just there. Right. So, this is a starter village, and this string duper is working overtime. So let's turn it off. Alright. So, this thing is dark. This thing is dark magic, but I love it. Not my design, but it works really well. And of course, infinite emeralds. And infinite wool if they get sick of buying string. So just trade up some of that. Let's see. Check a few things in the chest. The slime can go with the rest of the slime. Download the rails for the moment, and we'll stick the sand in there for safekeeping. As you can see, that's refilling, and that one will do the same. Oh, this guy's got a pet slime. Can't get rid of it. Just have to wait for it to despawn. I can try and get rid of it, but I don't like hurting villagers on purpose. Okay, so... Oh, excuse the noises of background. There's a family in this house as well as me, so sometimes we get random noises from children in the background. Can't be helped. I blame myself, really. Okay. Sounds like someone's in Tantrum City at the moment. Alright, let's make another stack before we clean up a bit more. Someone's doing a lot of thumping out there. Alright. Is this the eastern suburbs of Skyflat compared to the last village? No, this is where I actually started, so... Alright, this is actually a starter village. So, if anything, this is, I think, the northern suburbs. If you want to see the eastern suburbs, let's see. Eastern suburbs are this way. Alright, in fact we might do that in a sec. I'll just get this guy sick of buying, which he's not yet, so... Let's get this guy sick. There we go. Sick of buying wool now. Are you ready to buy string again? No. Okay. So we've got nearly a stack of emeralds from that. And that's not to mention the iron farm and the fact that we've got the other guys over here. So let's grab a couple of stacks of iron. Got a basic villager breeder here. Alright. Sell you some iron. I don't know how I managed to get an iron trade of 3 ingots per emerald, but I'm not complaining. Alright, so we're now over a stack of emeralds. Almost a stack and a quarter. So yeah, this is how I've traded up my diamond tools and armour. Obviously not the best choices, but you know, it's what I've got, and I don't have access to librarians yet, which is the point of sending villagers over to the other village. Alright, so on that eastern suburbs note, let me show you the true east from here. Let's take the horse that jumps a bit better. Now this will be one of those skyblock bridges that I really don't like, but or skyflat bridges in my case, but over here is the first complete village other than this one that we found. So this is the first chunk of sand that we managed to get, and the platform for catching it over here. And then this is where we get to the real dicey bridges. You reckon the last one was a safety hazard? Well, yeah, maybe. Alright, so there's another horse over here, but I haven't actually horse-proofed this area now that I think about it, so I may have to fix that. Do I have... Of course I left my spare fences back at the other village. That's a pain to craft things. See, if it wasn't for this... Oh, I won't stop the horse, I guess. There we go. We'll put you into... Wow, there's not really anywhere to put you. See, this is what I meant. This is like the eastern suburbs. Sparse, nowhere to park. And not sure you want to leave your vehicle anywhere. Is that what we're getting at? Maybe just here will do. Hey, don't you wander off. You stay where I can see you. Alright. T2 line bridge. Yeah, I did live in Sydney for a while. But one thing I did do was make sure I didn't lose the villagers here. So we've got a Fletcher. And this guy, speaking of breaking economies, well, he doesn't buy logs, but he does buy sticks. So if we just make a few of those. We've leveled him up. Alright, and you want to buy flint and sell me bows. So they're going to play me. I have a mob farm, dude. I don't need your stinking bows. Alright. But anyway, it's nice to have a stick trade. So there's some more horses over here I haven't checked out because I haven't figured out a way to safely get them out of there yet. Obviously that means some building over here. One of the things you may have noticed about this house, it's not quite up to building code. Something missing there. Now the other thing, if we look at this church, for example, this church is also not quite up to building code. At the point where there's some safety barriers on the end. Yeah, dude, we got to do something about this. If I'd left him to his own devices, he would have just probably wandered out of the back there eventually. Gets worse though. So over here, well, firstly we've got a pig. Pig that seems to be some sort of daredevil. But you thought the church with the missing floor was bad. Yeah. Not sure if that counts as a church or a watchtower, but just go to free cam and I'll show you. It seems to be missing the whole back end. So best I can figure, if I turn chunk borders on, is that this must have generated after I switched the world to 1.19, because it's all on the edge of the chunks. And what I guess would have happened is that this would have generated, but the game would have said, oh no, there's no village there, and then there was a village after the so obviously this bit's been added afterwards, but right here was where it ended. So I think the game's decided there was a village here after all once I upgraded, but before that it was saying, nope, there's no village here, don't know what you're talking about. So what's even funnier is the first almost village. Yes, it's got less of a back end than Grian's Mansion, that's right. So there's also a slime chunk in this house here, and I believe these guys were nitwits. Just adds insult to injury, because no, they're not nitwits, they're just unemployed. But yeah, I died from slimes a little too much around here, so. And of course then we've got the road that goes to nowhere. In fact, that's not even a properly constructed path. So there's that. And of course you got your little, let's just have one piece of path here and leave big gaps in the road. This might be a chunk border as well, though. I think that is. Let's have a look. Yep, double chunk border. So that's why that bit's missing. That's at least got an excuse. Yeah, that's the second village we found, which wasn't really much use. The third village doesn't have a blacksmith either, so I really lucked out with getting a blacksmith on the first one, or I would have been stuck for quite a while. Would have been relying on growing trees. So yeah, that's the other village. We'll just take our little horse back where we were. Not that one. There. Okay, and carefully walk through the tree, well, through the leaves, and carefully get back to the, I might just turn off the chunk borders, that's a bit distracting. There we go. Get back to the safety of a three block wide bridge. So yeah, what's even funnier is the first part of my exploration, where I thought I'd actually found a village. I guess technically I would have if I'd gone that far in 1.17. But I didn't. So, hashtag Team Trees. Thanks, Oni. So, what I ended up doing was I went exploring. Oh yeah, by the way, this was the fountain. It was originally my axolotl generator. Check this out. Before I upgraded for 1.17, I caught all of these guys, and these ones. Well, obviously not the. This barn is filling up. There were not that many there before. These guys as well. Let's have a quick look. Put a boat here so we can step on it. If this guy, I'll move out of the way. All right. So we have a couple in here as well, which I will quickly. So just a couple. Realised that wasn't going to be enough space for the rest of the axolotls that I got. So I got everything that was possible to get in 1.17, apart from a blue axolotl. But I do have some tropical fish to breed one of those. Alright, now you, I don't want you wandering off. Let's take you back over here. Yeah, just trample over the villages, that's fine. It's not like they've got feelings or anything. Right. Okay. So, back to bed for a sec. And for Oni's benefit, because you probably haven't seen the farm, the the mob farm. This is a pathfinding mob farm, similar to the ones that are used in Structureless, except obviously if you're playing Java Structureless you won't be making out of wood, at least to start with. So basically we've got a big tower, big drop chute, and up here we have a spawn room with 2 floors and lots of carpets. And then this is just a big block of solid blocks, just for pathfinding purposes. And along here we've got the drop chute. So we've got a trapdoor there, and another trapdoor right where that dude is, just in front of it. And that means that they find their way down here. They fall exactly 1 block less than it is to completely kill them from a fall, at least in the case of unarmored mobs. And yeah, I can't take credit for this one. It's based on the farm, which is based on Ilmango's farm, pathfinding mob farm. But Hobby actually came up with the base design for this one, and I just decided to make it out of wood in regular Superflat. I actually made one of these on the Legacy server as well, the original, the OG Superflat server. For some reason, wandering traders like to spawn up here too. And one of my most recent deaths was actually because I was not paying attention when I was walking back down here. So my partner was also playing Minecraft next to me, and she said, "Oh, look at this thing!" So I did, and then ended up falling right down here. I got the fell off a ladder death, which is always embarrassing. But yeah, that's the ladder's just to make sure I can get up there if any wandering traders spawn. This can be modified, obviously. These can be replaced with campfires or soul fires, which I might do. I haven't got a mob farm over near the portal yet, so I might actually look at a different style there. So this has a few additions that I added. So this bit here takes advantage of the mechanic where if you stick a boat diagonally next to a mob that's inside a chute, it will actually catch the mob. And so what I ended up doing was putting witches in here and zombie villagers, and making sure that I got in sight of the witch, and I had some golden apples. So to get the golden apples, obviously, I just killed things here until I got enough gold armour to turn them into gold apples, gold ingots and then golden apples. Hobby asked you to redo his wiki. You mean wiki page for the for Mog's wiki, or has he got his own? Yeah, full credit to Hobby for the original modifications of the dirt version of that farm, and I just took it back to wood, which is the original design for Ilmango, but made my own adjustments to it. Now this is actually an Enax 04, a simple iron farm. So we've got three villagers down here and a zombie villager. A zombie in a boat. Which actually I can do this with free cam. I was going to go down and show you, but let's not risk actually hurting anything. So the zombie in the boat does not despawn, and this is set up specifically so that these villagers can occasionally not see the zombie, so they can sleep. But most of the time, they see the zombie and they panic, and that causes iron golems to spawn, and this bit does the rest. Also, I thought this was necessary because the sign needs to be there unless you make it out of nether wood, because otherwise the gate will catch on fire. Oh, hello. Welcome, Roblox and Life. Ah, funny ship, is it? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Let's get out of the rain, shall we? Is this going to be a thunderstorm? Maybe I can sleep. Yep, if you haven't already, please give the stream a like. Hoping to get more people watching, but you know, it'll only happen occasionally. Hey, Drummer, good to see you too. welcome to the stream. Alright, and from killing all of those skeletons, I've got a bucket load of bows as usual. Alright. Roblox in life is fake, you had him shot. You mean that's an alt? Or I don't care, you know, looks like more. Posting the stream link in the Perimeter Discord. Cool, thanks. Yeah, by all means, sharing is very much appreciated, Ollie. Thanks for that. Alright, what time we got? So I got about another hour to go of my allotted stream time. So let's take this, which one was the one that could jump higher? This one, 3.383 meters. You gotta love a high jumping horse, especially one with decent speed and health as well. So look at those stats again. We got 10.533 meters a second, so faster than walking. And a good jump and decent health. So let's take this guy back down the horse bridge, not the rail bridge. Alright, here we go. Whoop. Try again. Hey, there we go. Second time's the charm. Back down the bridge. Spread the spores. Alrighty. Oh, thanks. Appreciate the a bunch of you joining. It's a lot of fun to have a few new faces. I stream about once every 2 weeks, and I do intend to do a bit more in the way of edited content as well. Alright. I'm sad that I haven't got another sand dropper set up yet. Alright, let's just pop this horse into this area here to keep it safe. Stop you from running away. Alright. Are we night time yet? Not quite. Hey, we've got beetroot over there. That can give me a bit more variety of crops to trade with villagers. I think I've got pumpkin seeds somewhere as well. I haven't made a pumpkin farm yet. Pumpkin farm. Pumpkin. It's a weird word. Alright. Yep. Let's get some things put away over here. So yeah, this village has got a lot more in the way of fletchers. It's got fletchers and librarians. So I guess this could be like the... What's the word I'm looking for? The posh area of the Skyflat city, if we want to think of it that way. Bi-weekly, yes. That's right. Every other week, bi-weekly, whatever phrasing you want to use. Alright, if we lose... No, we didn't lose the seeds, just chuck that. This gives me an adjacent crop to the wheat. Do I still have wheat seeds? No, okay. Alright, let's get rid of some of this crap. Alrighty. There's a love story going on in the comments here, is there? Alright, where am I? There we go. Oh, I can sleep now. I can get rid of the... No, not night time yet. Okay. So, yeah, there's the ruined portal over here. I have been to the Nether, I just haven't had very good experiences with it yet. And I need to get some more gold armour, because I seem to have lost my gold armour somehow. Best not to speak of that. Let's not think about it too hard. Alright. And of course we've got some more slimes over here. Let's get rid of this rain. I'll sleep on this bed this time. Alright, where did those comments go? Just getting my OBS back where I can see it. And comments as well. There we go. Alright. Anarchy, watching the stream, making ship's pride skin and working on hobbies wiki page. Hey, nice. That's some pretty good multitasking there. Oh yeah, by the way, Shib, I did see your friend request. I will respond to that shortly. Just had a few other things going on today, so sorry about that. And yeah, I turned off DMs for Mog's Discord, mainly because with the influx of new players, a lot of them weren't respecting the fact that I was showing myself as away most of the time. So I went, well, offline in fact. They're trying to DM me anyway. So I figured, you know, why bother showing myself as offline all the time? I just set myself as away and hope for the best. A bit proud of the new skin being made, the new Pride skin. Yeah, I get it. I see what you did there. Alright. Hey, that reminds me. Can you guys actually see the chat on OBS there? No, you cannot. Let me fix that. There we go. Should have fixed that earlier. Alright. Of course, me being left-handed, it's probably easier to see if it's on the right rather than the left. Didn't think about that. Usually I don't carry things in my hand that much, so he says and then switches between 5 different things. Yeah, Shep, it's all good. You qualify. I'll respond to it, and you can message me if you like. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. I was farming, and there's something else I was going to do. I was thinking about making a cobble farm, but I don't actually have the tech quite ready yet because I don't have. I do have access to lava over there, but I don't have access to dripstone to duplicate the lava, and I have never made a cobble gen that uses a TNT duper before. At least not a Superflat friendly one, and if I'm honest, not ever. So something new to do. I might plan that for a different stream. I am indeed left-handed. Yes, and not in the Princess Bride of I'm not left-handed either. I'm actually left-handed. Sorry, the Princess Bride way of I'm not left-handed either. When they actually are. Bye. Yeah, I probably need to put something below the water here. But I'm not losing all the crops, so it doesn't matter. There's no farmers to wreck this, so let's take that out. And let's go with, I think potatoes on this row. Yep, not only am I left-handed, I play with my Minecraft skin left-handed as well. Which is quite annoying when I forget that you can't do that in older versions of Minecraft. When I go back and play legacy versions and go in to change the skin settings and can't change myself to left-handed. Can't change the dominant hand, main hand. It's unusual that happens, but I think when I was doing a bit of a playthrough on what was it? Trying to get bunnies and squids and things like that. hope for your sake, Ship, that it changes everything in a positive way, because if you have a problem with left-handers, I have a problem with that. Just so you know. Alright. Anyway. Oh, that's right. I was going to Fred-proof this basic cobble farm. Hello, Julie. Welcome. All right. All right. Funny thing is, although I'm left-handed, I use a computer with a mouse on the right. Just that's the way I learned how to do it, and that's just how it's stuck. Ah, drummer's lefty. Drummer's a lefty too. I believe that did come up in conversation at some stage, but don't remember the exact details. All right, so let's go with a bit more wool making here. May as well use our completely legitimately obtained string. It wasn't from a duper at all. Of course it was. Alright. So, we've one cobble short. That's alright. We've got a bit more space, a bit more wiggle room now, so. You're picking on Drummer for being a lefty. We don't stand for that sort of thing here. This is a lefty-friendly place. We're inclusive of everyone, including right-handed people. I'd say it probably just came up in general conversation on Discord, as these things do. Let's just go with one more over here. Alright, so we've got some villagers. We need to do some breeding. So let's grab some of those. Well, firstly, we'll make some more beds. Let's grab some of those veggies we've got and start throwing them at the villagers. Why do I have no wood? Alright, well, time to cut down some more trees. Totally didn't come from a Jupiter. Of course it did. Yes. I figured you'd enjoy that one. Completely legitimately obtained string that totally didn't come from a Jupiter, which of course it did. Alright. Alright. Got a bit more wood. That should be enough to make a couple of beds and get things going in terms of villager breeding and such alike. Even though I know it's not going to go anywhere, I'm always super cautious around the sand patches because I know there's nothing underneath, and all it would take is a block update on top of it. You know, if you're worried about safety, be glad I'm not using a mod pack that allows you to fall through leaves. Okay. Let's have a bit more of an explore. So we got some basic work done today, which is good. Now, I was going to go exploring off to this direction, but from the other village. The other option is I could explore the nether a bit, but in the meantime, I'm going to stop getting distracted and actually make a villager breeder. of corpse instead of course. One of the best jokes I saw about that, I don't know if you're aware of the showbiz / theatre term of corpsing, which is when someone completely loses it and laughs in a serious scene or a time when they're not meant to. Saw a video recently from Deerstalker Productions, I think it was. They do One for All, D&D based comedy sketches, and they had a one shot where there was a necromancer who resurrected a peasant, and the guy that was playing the peasant in the outtakes at the end kept making jokes to make the necromancer laugh, and of course he's turned around and said he's corpsing, and the guy playing the necromancer just completely lost it. Alright, so we do have a crafting table here. Alright, so let's make some beds. Let's see, do we have enough inventory space for this? We do have enough for 8 beds. Perfect. That is unusual that there's enough inventory space in my inventory for 8 of something that doesn't stack. Alright, so what I do want to do is get these guys out of here and into a different house so that they don't, so the babies don't just wander off out there, because that's a recipe for disaster, I'm sure. I don't know if a baby villager will fit under a fence and on top of a rail at the same time, but I don't want to find out the hard way that they do. Alright, so got to get these guys out of the minecarts and boats, so that's pretty simple. Oh, yep. Thanks, game. Why would you do that? I'm just going to pretend that didn't happen. But of course you'd do that. Hey, it's your fault, buddy. I didn't force you to go into there. And I'm sorry, okay? Didn't mean to hurt you. How about, you know what? How about I go and get you some food? And really? You done? You done with the silliness? Do I have to break the minecarts too? I think I do. Alright. Guys. Hear me out. I'm going to make you some new minecarts, and I'm going to send you out to a different room, different house. I'm going to find you a nice big house, or, you know, maybe a library or something. I'll find you a nice place where you can live in peace and not be bothered, and have lots of babies, and never ever leave. Sound good? Say if you agree. Okay, it's settled. Alright, so let's figure out where we're going to put these guys. That seems to be the only... Oh, there's a nice big house over here. So I think what we need to do is move them into the other big house for crimes of an unspecified... No, not that sort of big house. Okay, so let's see. I reckon we run straight across from that house to... Ah, this one looks good actually. If we go with some rails across this way, straight into the other house. They could be happy in there, right? Okay. Yeah, same boat. We're all in the same boat here. Apparently literally for those two. Alright, let's get them out of there before I cause them any more damage. But firstly, let's go dump some stuff. Actually, yeah, we're gonna need these still. The beds. But let's dump some other stuff. Let's put the dirt away for safekeeping. And let's see. I left all the rails back at the other, and all the, great. Alright, well, first let's pick up all the loose stuff, and I think we might need to go on a little adventure back to get some more rails, and we'll get a few logs while we're here. May as well just get some. Nope, let's not let things despawn. Alright, pick those up, pick that up, and pick that up. Right, so the arrival station is done. We need to get across there. Actually, yeah, I like this. This can work well. Okay, so we'll make arrangements. You guys stay right here. I said, no, stay here. Don't you give me that attitude. I'd hit you, but you probably don't have much in the way of health left, so probably not a good idea. Right, can we hit that? There we go. Don't you go out. Hey, I saw what you were trying to do. No. Do you want to be replaced? Is that what you want? Okay. Stay in there. Alright. Right, so, blocks. Wood is the nearest blocks, but we will need some wood. Wood is the nearest available block type. What do I mean wood is the nearest block? Can't even English today. Alright. We have some blocks. 16 should be enough to get between the two, especially if we make it slabs, but I want to actually make it self-contained. Alright. Yep, they're all in the same boat, that's right. Okay. Yes, the backstory on why I'm floating in the void is this is Skyflat. What is Skyflat? If you read the description, there's actually an answer there. But to cut it down to the 10-cent tour version, generated world in 1.17, replaced grass layer with sand, replaced dirt and bedrock with air, hit generate world. Waited a while for the lag to stop. Luckily, I was actually standing on a path in a village when that happened. So, of course, as you would imagine with sand, first block update, which happens quite a lot in villages because villagers like to open and close doors, all the sand started falling. So, once all the sand within render distance had stopped falling, I started exploring the village. And luckily there was a blacksmith, and that was the village that we were in just before. So let's go grab our horse. In fact, yeah, let's grab the horse, because we need a horse at each end. Actually, we've got one horse here. We've still got the other horse at the end. Okay, let's take the minecart route back. Okay. So, get the boat placed. Can we do this? Can we reach? Okay, let's try from here. Yes, okay, get the boat placed and get the minecart. Okay, that didn't quite work. Get in the minecart, get out, get another minecart, and see if we can push that one into the boat. Okay, so turn the boat around, row as hard as we can. Off we go! Alright, so off we go to the other village. Alright, that was fun. Alright, so this is the village that we started in. So, as you can see, I do have a mangrove. I think that's the only other tree I've got so far from 1DT. And this has all been built up from a basic village. Let's just check what we've got. I think we had some pumpkins. Pumpkin seeds, yes. I haven't planted any pumpkins yet. Let's fix that. And as you can see, I've had a few visits from 1DT. Not sure why he keeps leaving his llamas behind, but you know, excuse the iron farm. And we've got a basic villager breeder over here, but I don't want to keep sending the villagers over to the other village, which is why I made that rail line there to get them over there in the first place. Alright, so yeah, the Skyflat world is basically what you get if you like falling sand and you generate a world on a Superflat preset, but replace the grass layer with sand. It's quite fun, but to get all the structures I started in 1.17, and drummer and ship, you'll appreciate this, I started in 1.17 so I could get these guys, but not just these guys. As you can probably tell from the subtitles, we got all of these guys as well. I haven't done any breeding yet, but yeah, one day I'll go for the blue. Wait, there's only one brown one in there. I think it's a brown. Yeah, there's only one brown one in there, and there's another brown one in there. I just saw it. So make sure I got one of each of the more common colours, and just in case I was doing really badly, I got a spare. And then once I'd got the axolotls, I moved on from 1.17 to 1.19. Now the one thing I haven't showed that I promised to show earlier was the other section where it looked like there might have been a village, but it wasn't explored early enough. So over this way, so for reference, this spot right here was where I spawned in, and then the sand started falling. So if you've seen the screenshot, this is what the village looks like now. So that's a little update on the little icon in the background in the thumbnail. Should probably do an update on it actually. But yeah, we went over this way to go exploring. Hey Joshua! Good to see you, man. This has been a good stream. We had a bunch of people turn up today. Oh yeah, if you haven't already, please do like the stream. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so if you're enjoying what you see. I do intend to make more edited content as well. We've got time-lapse coming up of a pretty cool airship that I made for Flatverse. I've just got to spend some more time actually in replay mod to do that. So over here, the idea was originally that I was going to make a little tree farm, but this was the remnants, the only part that actually loaded of what would have been another village. It looks like it loaded in when it was on 1.17, and after I upgraded from 1.17 to 1.19, hey, tree's finally grown. This was all that was left of the village, because I hadn't explored early enough, so it was gone. And over here, this is the first sign of mine shafts in this world as well. Just a random bit of wood. So, looks like there may have been a mine shaft here at 1.17, but I haven't seen any further signs of it since. So, Haven't explored out that way any further. And there's also some floating sand. So this is where I discovered that there was floating sand and I could actually get sand in this world without duping. Because eventually the block updates stopped getting to the sand. So I was left with some floating sand. And that one there I need to actually set up a platform underneath. And we need to get away from these bridges that are not up to code. Need to spend some time out here later on with some spare blocks. Shine Maft. Yes, I had someone earlier referring to it as Superflat. Is this Skyblock or Superflat? Superflat? They cracked me up for a while. So, well worth watching the replay if you haven't already. It's had quite a few funny moments today. It's been a very good stream, been a lot of fun. Alright. Let's head back down the oh no, sorry, we needed some rails. That's what we came back here for. So let's head back down the existing rails. We'll take some rails with us. I never went to 1.18, so it must have genned in 1.19 when I upgraded. And Superflat again. Oh, no, you're going to set me off with that one, I think. Yeah, so it would have generated, but it didn't generate the rest of it. Maybe I just haven't been out there far enough. Maybe it is actually there. Superflat. Okay, so I just find this mechanic ridiculously fun. I don't know why, I just do. Rolling my minecart. Yeah, I guess what might have happened is that the area was loaded in 1.17 and there was no mineshaft, and then of course when the mineshaft loaded, when it generated in 1.19, it probably said, ah yes, I have a mineshaft, but these bits have already been loaded and there's nothing there, so there's still going to be nothing there. Too bad, so sad. Alright, now I'm going to not have a repeat of the earlier situation where these guys just decided to keep jumping into the boats. And we've got some rails. Awesome. Into villager jail, that's right. So these guys are going to go into a new villager jail over here. A lovely new accommodation over here. Life is but a dream. Yeah, so why is it a butter dream? Why are they dreaming of butter? Alright, so we want to send the rails over here. But first we want to make sure we don't fall off getting in here ourselves. So let's fix that up. Fix some safety violations. Unlike previous streams, I am making sure that I do keep my finger on the shift key while doing that. Okay. No, I don't particularly want to sing at the moment. Hey, what? This is not a house. You call this a house? What kind of rubbish is this? You look like a traditional villager house, but no! You're just a smith's place. a weaponsmith, but like the most useless looking weaponsmith house I've ever seen. Weaponsmith shop. Oh, the cat has woken up, decided she wants to leave the room. One moment. Oh, you're asking me to sing, are you? Okay. Well, I mean, I could sing "Row, row, row your boat" or "Life is but a dream," but I could also sing you something else. I don't know. Sing us a song, you're the streamer man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. There you go. No, you're not seeing the cat because I don't do webcam. So sorry, so sad. There are photos on the Mog Monsters channel on Mog's Discord if you really want to look for them. She is a ginger cat. Looks somewhat like Miko, only much older. And female, obviously. Which is unusual for ginger cats, apparently. Alright. Well, you got a bit of a song anyway. And it was completely... What's the word? Off the cuff? Yeah. Alright. Thanks for joining, Joshua. Nice to see you. Have fun at work. Let's see, I've got about another 15-20 minutes. Let's say 25 minutes of stream time going, so I think I will jump into one of these houses before the bad guys spawn. And looking at my speed, I probably need to eat some food as well. Okay. Alright. Yeah, the changing of the lyrics may have been somewhat inspired by having recently discovered Jacques the Whipper, who likes to do a similar sort of thing with whipping-themed changes of lyrics, which, on the face of it, actually sounds a bit odd. Now they say it out loud. But if you haven't come across Jacques the Whipper, do yourselves a favour and go watch. He's hilarious. Alright, well, yeah, I know fun at work is an oxymoron. Try not to have a terrible time at work. Yeah, let's go with that one. Alright. Oh my goodness, I've just realised that I've actually given my vocal cords more of a workout than they've had in ages. I am not a trained singer. Hashtag not trained. I just, yeah, have, sometimes have the inspiration to sing, and you guys asked for it, so you got it. Alright. Try to live. Yeah. Work to live, not live to work? I don't know. Something like that. Survive work. That's probably a good way of putting it. Well, actually, it sounds like you're in danger of dying at work. Maybe not. Have a tolerable workday. Alright, so this is going to have to change a little bit if I'm going to use this building, because it's not the premises I thought it was. I've approached this building on false premises. Under a mistaken premises. I've mistaken the premises for suitable premises. Now I'm just losing it. Mistaken the premises for suitable premises in which to make a abode for villages. How not to train your Fred, yes. Step 1. Do not attempt to train the Fred. He is too old to be trained and resistant to learning new information. Just pretend I didn't say that. Okay. Where was I? Right. So we've got our little bridge. And I think what we need to do is we need to make some fences. And then we need to... Actually, let's not make fences. That's too cage-like. Let's make it a tunnel. Let's make it a fun tunnel. Don't overthink that phrasing. Alright, let's make it a... Let's make it not look like a jail tunnel. That's what I'm trying to say. Not a cage. More of a enforced living quarters. Photos after stream. Alright, yep, I'll see what I can do. Hey, that's good timing. I happen to need some more wood. Alright. If only I had some glass. If only I had some sand to make some glass. Oh, wait. I do have sand. If only I had a librarian to trade with to get sand. Glass. That would be even better. Well, that's the point of this, I guess. Make a librarian. Yeah. Okay. I did not realize that that was... Yes, I did. I don't know. I've been streaming for too long. I need to take a break soon. Alright. What have we got? Yeah. Give it another 20 minutes or so, I think. And I'll wrap it up. But for the meantime, I just want to try and get this ready. Now I think what we'll do is we'll change this out for... I'll deal with that later. We want to figure out how we're filling this in first. Alright, so let's make a nice wide bridge here so we're not in danger of falling while we do this. Oh, alright. Got plenty of planks, so just make it yep, that'll work. And then excuse me, just realised that my throat was a little sore after that unplanned singing. Okay. "20 minutes until kitty." I don't have Silk Touch, or I wouldn't be able to, or I would be able to use those glass panes that are already there. Just efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3. Working on Silk Touch. Need villagers for that. Need librarians. Oh yes. Already had an efficiency 2. I need another efficiency 2 to make that one efficiency 4 as well. But we'll see what we can get with books later on. Cow farm, hashtag cow farm in the future. Alright. Let's see. So we've got quite a few emeralds, but nothing to spend on here. That's right, I wanted a few more slabs. It did? No. I wasn't squirting the water on the floor, that's for sure. Or anything else that sounds similar. I did hold the water bottle up next to the microphone though. That may have been why it sounded like that. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. We'll just make it a regular tunnel for the moment. We'll fill it in with glass panes later. And we want to have an entry in here. And we want to stop them walking straight back out, so we're going to have fences, which I'll deal with in a moment. Oh, fences would have actually been good then. Maybe just use some fences for windows, that could work. And I'm going to have a little bit higher here. So we can have a fence there. And so we can have the rail go up there. Okay. Didn't need all the rails, but that'll work. Now, later on I'll look at some automation and using ejector rails to get them out, but for the moment that'll do. Spain without the S after singing. Not really in a lot of pain, just yeah, throat got a little sorer than I expected. Okay, that was unexpected, but that'll work. Alright. Now we are going to need some torches in here before we seal this up. I mean, I could just... You know what? Glass is going to be nicer. So I'll still do some fences, but we'll do one lot of glass panes. It's not like we're that short on glass. Sand. Might as well mine up a quarter of a stack. Alrighty. We do have a furnace over here. Do we have coal in the furnace? That might be a good way to just make some torches. We do not. Okay. Well, let's chuck that in there. Well, let's get some coal happening first. Charcoal at least. Hey, there's sticks there. Alright, so let's go with bare minimum. Yes, thank you for the reminder of blocking the doors before moving the villagers. Alright. Speaking of beds. Alright. Alrighty, let's see. I do want to do some more exploring. This is really fun just getting stuff done today. And planning ahead of time so we could do that sand drop earlier was fun as well. I'll make sure I do one of those at the beginning of every stream, I think. For as long as I've still got sand chunks that haven't been block updated. Alright, now I did have somewhere a couple more of those. I might just change the door over to iron doors. It might be the way to go. Did I have them here or did I leave them elsewhere? I may have had them on me on one of my accidental downward ventures. It was quite hilarious to watch when I tried to bail out. Might be fun to try with an elytra as a challenge later on. See if I can successfully bail out of a falling minecart boat. Alright, well I do have plenty of... No, I don't have plenty of anything really. Did have plenty of iron with me before, but I've either dumped it in the house or I've left it back at the other village. I don't even have bone meal with me. So yeah, I think we need another mob farm over here. This can be the upmarket mob farm over this side of town. Gunpowder. Well, I can make some TNT already. Alright. Just need the bare minimum for some torches. Alright. That'll do for the 4 torches, which should be enough, realistically. And we can just use sticks to burn the rest of the logs to turn them into charcoal for the moment. Oh wait, half of them, now I think about it, because I still need wood. Perfect, there we go. Okay. That should do. Alright. Let's get this tunnel changed over. Don't need to do anything with that end yet. Go in from this end. And place, let's see, I like torches on the left, so one there and one there. In fact, one there, one there. More evenly spaced. And let's go with one more there. Alright. So, still need the fences, so we need a roof. So hopefully 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And we don't have enough left for a fence. But that looks better. Okay. We do have enough left to make some slabs to block off the doors. She might have to be replaced with iron later. Any more trees growing? There's a tree that's grown. Alright. About 10 minutes left to make up the normal 2 hours. So let's just check on what YouTube says about the length so far. Yeah, pretty close to 2 hours. Started at what, 10 past 12, so yeah. Alright, back to OBS and the chat so I can see what I'm doing. And then back up to Minecraft. Okay. Alright. That's a bit better. I can actually have smeltable, reasonable quantities of logs now. Yep, so if we cook one more, well, I've already cooked another one, so if we, let's put 8 in the smelter, furnace, it should be enough to keep us in charcoal for a little while. Oh, I've probably got charcoal in here now, I think of it. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Well, I'll just put one in here, so when I'm looking for it later I can find it. Put it in there so when I'm looking for it later I can forget that it's there. Sounds like me. Alright, we got 2 more there. Let's just put one there, ready to go. And the rest can go in there. Oh wait, we're going to do some... Oh, that's perfect. We're going to do some sand anyway, turn to glass. It leaves us with 8, which looks nice. I like neat numbers like that. Alright. Next. Trapdoors might be the way to go. Yeah, let's go with trapdoors. So that way we can block up the doors without preventing them from being opened at all. We haven't quite got enough for 4. We still need the fences. Alright, fences. Fence gate. Fence gate we can do. No, we'll need 4 of them. Alright, let's just do the fences. One lot of fences. We could do 2 trapdoors. And we'll do another lot of trapdoors in a moment. Okay, so 2 trapdoors here to stop the adult villagers from getting out. And then we can still get through. We can even leave those open. And then we have... Wait. No, if we have trapdoors going up, then babies will probably get out. But that's okay, that'll do for now. And we want a fence there, minecart there, going into there. In fact, going off so that it doesn't go back onto the truck. Up. The downside of efficiency. Whoops. Okay, good thing we haven't got any villagers coming through yet. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. And we'll just go get some cobble, shall we? That's not the cobble gem. Yeah, I've been plagued for too long. Okay, so... yeah, that should be enough. Alright. Back to the house. I guess we just, well, we're probably not going to use any of the houses for intent purposes anyway, if we're honest about it. We're just going to make another trading hall, although we may actually make an indoor trading hall and maybe upgrade the one back at the first village to an indoor one as well. Alright, so that's just going to go straight out that way. Perfect. Alright. Let's mine with the pickaxe, that might be a bit more effective. Okay, so this end's got to do the same sort of thing. We've got to go down. Alright. And one over this side. And one over this side. Yeah, I know it's going to block the window, but what can you do? Alright. Makes it a one-way for the villagers, so they can't get back through unless they're babies. Which might not be ideal, but we'll see. And then there. Alright. Hey, we could actually have them potentially coming in from here. And then, yeah, that could work. So if we need to send reinforcements in. Alright, speaking of which, need to sleep. Alright. I'm not going to move the villagers today, I think. We're getting a bit low on time, but we will wrap it up shortly. I'll just get things ready to move the villagers. And if they happen to want to jump into the boats, then so be it. I wonder if we can set up a way to... There's probably a way to set it up so that we can automatically dump the minecarts onto boats. Alright, so if we put a boat here, yep, you go into the boat. If we get off here and then we send the minecart that way, it doesn't work as expected. Okay, that's fine. Minecart fun. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Push this minecart in. You can even leave those up, that's right. Okay. One more try with the minecart, just to see what happens. Alright, so, oh, we got both the villagers in there now. What happens if we push the boat? Ah, what if we send the minecart from here? Bye-bye. Alright. One more try. Alright, last try with the minecart and then we get out of here. Hey, there we go. Hey! Let's leave it on a good note, that's perfect. Alright, we got the villagers in there. Now just throw some beds in there. Alright. Bed, and another bed. And excuse me, I just need to hit the boat. So let's try just there. Perfect. Yeah, nice try. That, my friends, is exactly why those are there. Do I need to break your beds so you don't register those other beds? Probably. Alright. I'm sorry, my friend, but no. Don't you sneak out. I see what you're trying to do. Alright. Place a couple more beds in here. Hopefully these guys will be happy to stay. Alright. Sorry guys, but this is your home now. Tell you what, I'll get you some food. Yeah, no, not happening. Alright, I'll throw them some food and then I think we'll call it stream. Oh, apparently there's a slime trunk here too. That would explain the damaged crops. Who needs a slime farm when you're playing Superflat? Hello, yes, English. Welcome, Vata of Nata. About to finish up the stream, but lovely to see you. Thanks for joining. I've just been playing in what I call Skyflat, which is Superflat mixed with Skyblock. It's the best way to describe it. So basically, we have a bunch of villages and other structures floating in the void. Aussie speak, yes. English, Australian English. Or if you would prefer, you speak the lingo, mate? Yes. I don't have a strong Australian accent unless I decide to make it so. Alright. Looks like a good place to leave things. We've got our villages, so just make sure we've got some crops for them to throw at each other. Potatoes look nice, we'll do those. Let's make it a full stack, shall we? Just throw a few more beds away over here. Oh, Shib. Spelling Aussie with Z's, really? It's S's, thanks. Okay. What have we got? Potatoes and carrots here. Let's grab some potatoes. Alrighty. Replant some potatoes and replant a carrot. I'll throw some potatoes at the villages and hopefully they'll breed. Carrot and wheat. Let's replant everything that the slimes have taken up. Alright, off to get the villagers to breed and then we'll call it stream. What do you mean you want to hear a strong Aussie accent? Wasn't the one I did earlier good enough? Crikey. Struth, guys. You mean to tell me you can't tell the difference between when I'm talking normally and when I'm having a yarn with you? You gotta be pulling my leg, mate. Alright. There we go. Have some food, guys. Seriously. And there's beds nearby. Just chill. You know, relax, have a holiday. There's some really good beds over here. I don't know why you're going over there. You can't get out. You're stuck. I'm sorry, but you're just too tall. Will you just stop opening the door and give in? Come on. Alright, fine, whatever. You'll figure out that there's beds in there in a little bit. Are you going for, like, other beds? What are you targeting, guys? Seriously. Alright, well, I'll sleep and maybe that'll reset them. Or just reloading the world. Anyway. Hopefully, that will settle them down somewhat. Alright, one last check and then we'll call it stream. You're still standing at the... Really? Where's the next nearest bed? Or is it... Oh, it's probably workstations you're trying to pathfind to. Maybe I'll just give them a couple of... Yeah, we'll give them a couple of composters and that should settle them down. Short one. Let's see if this guy goes for composter. Really? You're trying to pathfinder something. Yeah, they're just not going for it. Alright, well guys, I'm going to have to just let you go there, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to figure yourselves out. Alright, I'll make another composter off stream, see if we can get these guys sorted out and get them breeding, but they seem to be trying to pathfind to something and I can't figure out what it is. So, I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a pleasure. A really fun stream, to be honest, and look forward to seeing you in the next one in a couple of weeks. Also, keep an eye out. I will try and get some more videos out soon. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.